Now we continue to look back at Tzu Chi's major events that took place in both September and October of 2019.
In September, Tzu Chi held concerts to observe the 20th anniversary of the 9/21 earthquake. On September 21st, 1999, a major earthquake struck Taiwan. In the immediate aftermath, Tzu Chi volunteers from across the island rushed to the disaster areas to carry out relief, providing food, water, and many other supplies. Free clinics were also held for disaster survivors. After the earthquake, Tzu Chi also helped to rebuild 51 schools.
希望工程给我们带来了绝望中的一丝希望。
真的感谢各位，你们的心跟力是更是无限。
我是希望工程第1届毕业生蔡丰任。
带着全班各个同学写的感谢卡片去台上献给上人，当下是非常紧张的。然后上人就举起他的手放在我的胸口，说不要紧张，非常的安心，有一种坚定的感觉。我下个礼拜要结婚了。
In September, Tzu Chi's mission of education celebrated its 30th anniversary. A Tzu Chi University alumnus also came to express his gratitude.
从国中、高中到大学医学系毕业，我很感谢慈济这12年里面教会了我一件最重要的事。慈济教会了我这份助人的心。
In 2019, Tzu Chi University was ranked 67th worldwide, 10th in Asia, and top in Taiwan in Global University Impact Ranking. Dr. Yang Su-biao is the first principal of the first school Tzu Chi founded in 1989. At 100 years old, Dr. Yang still dedicates himself to medical education. In October, Tzu Chi volunteers in Malaysia took to the streets to inspire goodness in people by encouraging everyone to give and pray for world peace.
Tzu Chi effort to organize this once a year to practice a caring, sharing attitude.
Treating everyone equal as humans. Bravo, Tzu Chi, for your great effort.
Tzu Chi volunteers in Malaysia not only care for the locals, but also refugees.
Is a friend, this one is a friend. See? Your world become bigger.
Apart from charity work, they also carry out Tzu Chi's missions of medicine and education across Malaysia. In October, construction of the Tzu Chi International School in Kuala Lumpur was completed, which will provide education from preschool to pre-college program. In Thailand, Tzu Chi provides free medical services to refugees every month. At the site of the free clinic, vocational training is also available. In Turkey, Tzu Chi has been giving out cash cards to Syrian refugees monthly since 2014. Inspired by Tzu Chi's love, many gave back by serving as a volunteer. In October 2019, 18 of them were recognized for 5 years of volunteer service.
والآن بعدما أن تخرجنا وصرنا طلاب جامعيين أتى وقت أن نعطي ولهذا أنا هنا الآن.
In 2017, the new school building Tzu Chi rented for Syrian children in Istanbul opened.
كما نرى اليوم طلاب ومعلمو مدرسة المناهل فرع اسطنبول لقد أتوا اليوم لمساعدة إخوانهم في الدول الثلاثة الإفريقية المتضررة من أثر الإعصار.
With what they've been through, these children are even more able to feel for the suffering of others.
لو بنضل بدون أكل وشرب، لو كان نعيش بدون أكل وشرب لازم نتبرع عن الفقراء والناس. زي كأنه إخواتي.
In October, the president of Indonesia visited a housing community Tzu Chi built for quake survivors.
Swasta semuanya bisa bergerak bersama-sama dalam membantu apabila terjadi bencana. Ini sebuah kerjasama yang baik.
Tanggapan Bapak Presiden sangat puas sekali bahwa untuk bangunannya ini.
Back in 2018, Indonesia was hit by 2 major earthquakes in one day. In 2019, Tzu Chi broke ground for the construction of permanent houses for the quake survivors. 6 months later, Tzu Chi and the Indonesian military renewed their memorandum to help disaster survivors.
Sangat profesional karena Buddha Tzu Chi mampu untuk memberikan yang terbaik untuk masyarakat. Salah satu contoh adalah
In October, the Tzu Chi Center in New York opened.
It is overall a very uplifting, sacred story of how the organization was founded and has continued to grow around the world.
In 2019, Tzu Chi USA turned 30 years old.
The whole purpose of Buddhism, as I understand it, is to alleviate suffering.
Tzu Chi USA's areas of support cover the entire Americas. Take Mexico, for example. After 2 major earthquakes devastated Mexico in 2017, Tzu Chi has been going back regularly to hold free clinics for quake survivors.
Tomo pastillas y pastillas, toda la vida estoy con el dolor y el dolor, el dolor, el dolor. No, ahorita ya me siento pues mucho adelante. Ahorita me voy a ir al baile.
I will come, definitely.
Apart from holding free clinics, Tzu Chi is now rebuilding a Catholic school damaged by the quakes.
Muy buenos días, tengan todos los presentes. El Instituto Morelos les da la más cordial bienvenida a esta su casa. En nuestro corazón solo hay sentimientos de agradecimiento para con ustedes.
A lot of people around the whole world, they put their love together. Tzu Chi, which means compassion and relief in Mandarin Chinese.
In Haiti, Tzu Chi USA is still providing support to the people affected by a major earthquake in 2010.
C'est lui-même qui permet nous capables à recevoir du riz aujourd'hui.
Il faut remercier Master Chen Yang à cause de sa compassion et de son amour pour les déshérités, pour les plus pauvres.
Aider nous en pile, qui aider nous vivre, qui aider nous comprendre, aider nous vivre à monde. Mais comme ça, il ne va pas venir seul pour nous dire, il va venir aider nous tout vivre de notre façon.